Hey, I'm Campac, and I wanted to walk through the Wisephone 2 with you. So I have one right here. Um, it is a Samsung A15 5G that has been secured and pared down and given a simple interface. So what you'll see on the Wisephone 2, you will not see a browser, you'll not see social media, you'll not see games. The idea of this phone is to be a tool in your belt to be able to get things done, connect with people, um, but also something that you put down. Think about a hammer, you use a hammer whenever you need to hammer in a nail, and then you put it down when you're done. So I'll walk through what this device is and what it's like, um, just to give you the experience. So what's cool is this is fresh because my my other one, my son, he grabbed it and he threw it in the toilet. Like I was filling up his bath water, and it's like, yeah, he'll just pick it up and he's not gonna do anything with it. Yep, he just threw it in the toilet. So one thing I learned is it's not waterproof. So if you have a 15-month-old toddler who likes to throw your phone in toilets, um, I will say the phone is not toilet proof. Let's dig in. So I wanted to show you, this is kind of just how it comes, a very simple interface. I put it on a mode that's very much like the eye comfort shield. So I put it on where it's like super orange. I like that personally. Um, but let's go and show you kind of what I like to do with the phone. So I changed the text size. I learned that when I have it bigger, I just enjoy the phone so much more. I guess maybe it just gets simpler to me. I don't know. Maybe I don't want it that big because it's pretty big. But like right here is the sweet spot for me. Booyah. Okay, now let's dig into a few things. A few fun things just up front is this is just built into the device itself, not a Wisephone feature really. So if you double click this, it can turn to the camera. And you can also just kind of choose what apps you want it to go to. If you want it to go to a different one, when you double click, you can to do that, you just hold this and click side button settings, click open app, and you can choose between your apps. I'm just going to keep that at camera because I like that. Now, um, one thing that I have done is turn it to grayscale mode, and I can show you how to enable that because there's a couple things that you should do because it makes it just that much better. So one will be the grayscale, adding a toggle button for it. The other one would be turning on spam call filtering. So let's do that real fast. So go to phone, click the three dots, click settings, and then there's this option. You turn it on, so make sure you turn that on, and then caller ID, and you can say block spam scam calls and then only block high risk scam calls. So this is when it can like absolutely identify. So this is a feature by Haya, not by us, not by Samsung. It is just by Haya. So Wisephone 2, what is it? What is it not? I told you what it's not a little bit on like there's no browser, no games, no social media. But there is like by default you get default apps on it. So you'll get maps, messages, phone. You'll need to set it up at first. There'll be a setting up here that says setup, and you can determine. So this is very important. You get two flavors of Wisephone. What flavors are there? You get the minimal experience, or you can have the tool drawer experience. Maybe we'll name them better. If you got good name ideas, put it in the comments. Um, what this is the minimal is, think of like your very bare bones necessities of apps. So you have like your messages, you'll have your contacts, camera, phone, and I'll just walk through this list. You'll have like your authenticator app. Some people are like, yeah, I want a very simple phone, but I need a two-factor authenticator app. Well, boom, you got one. This is a great open source app worth looking into. Right now, it's not showing on the screen because it's supposed to be like secure. That's why it's not mirroring onto this, which is totally makes sense. You have calculator, calendar, clock, contacts, gallery. You won't have Google up by default. You won't have hello, weather, hey, calendar. Some of these I've just downloaded because I'm part of the tool drawer experience, so I opted for, I want third-party apps. Now, apps. Let's go dig into them. Tool drawer, and when you get to there for the first time, what you'll see is this. And you can go look around. You may see it in color. And you can go see, here's apps that you can go and download. One that I looked up earlier was Waze. So personally, I really like Waze, and it helps me get from point A to point B fast, and it's a beautiful looking app. So grayscale, less vibrant. I'm not going to dox myself. Okay, so now I want to show you a really fun feature where you can turn on the grayscale mode, or you don't have to, but you can. So go to System Settings, go to Accessibility. I think it was Vision Enhancements, and then Color Correction. And I turned on, it said Color Correction Shortcut, and you can tap this to get more options. And I turned on this, press and hold volume and up down buttons for 3 seconds. So what I can do is I can turn this off from there, so I can't easily turn it back on and off. But let's go back to Tool Drawer. This is going to be so cool. Well, I want to see all the app icons. So see this? And I can hold this button, the top button and bottom button, for 2 seconds. Oh, that was interesting, because I don't have color on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it's 3. Now it adds color. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and it takes away color. You can turn off the rotation thing by clicking what I just clicked. Wisephone, you can go and use the Techless service plan if you want and migrate your carrier over there, or you can just bring your own carrier. And to do that, there's a subscription to use the Wisephone to keep it safe for regular updates. And you can just do the bring your own carrier subscription. That's what I do. So I use Tello. Tello is a very affordable carrier. I recommend it. The Maps app that comes by default is called Organic Maps. I'm not going to open it and show this, but it's just a very simple, very low permissions, very secure, very simple. And then if you want to open up to third-party apps, you can go and install things like Waze. So I wanted to show you a couple things you can do on the home screen. So I can hold on an app and say, I don't want settings, I don't want camera, I don't want maps. I can go find apps that I do want. I like Hey Calendar. Probably pick Waze. Okay. And then another fun thing is you can just rename them. So I'm renaming this to just Calendar. And then if you want to move them, you can just move it up. Move it up, move it up, move it up. And I think that's how I like my configuration. So you get to customize it however you want. If you want to just put an emoji on one of the app icon or app names, you can. I don't have any contacts in here, but you could search contacts. So to enable that, you just go to settings, so type in settings, and turn on customize contact search. You can enable it. And so I'm going to disable it real quick and then click enable. So then if I had contacts on this device, then I could just search Hannah, which is my wife, and then it would appear here, her name would appear here, and I can click call or text. Now, let's see what else would be good to show. I'll show you just the default apps that come, the default messages app. It's very simple. It's the one that comes with the A15 by default. And then one thing that's interesting is we have the emojis, like GIFs and Bitmoji and stuff, disabled by default, just to keep it safe, focused. We know lots of people are wanting, and wanting this device and needing it as a secure, safe device that keeps your eyes and heart pure. And so that's what we're continuing always just to keep it as secure and safe as possible. If you find an app that you like, I want to delete it. So you can just hold on it, click delete. Let's say, do you want to uninstall it? And I'll uninstall it. Let's see what else. Oh, I'll show you a fun one. So if you go to settings, you can click customize display theme, and you could choose it to be dark mode. So I can close this, and now we have dark mode on the device. So it just makes this simple. If you go back to settings, you'll see that the settings is in dark mode. I'll put it back. What's odd is like there's a ton of people that love dark mode on my phone. I don't know why. I like dark mode on my computer, but on my phone, I like light mode. Let's go back to the settings. If you're looking for a tool that is not in the tool drawer, so tools that would be in the tool drawer are vetted, approved third-party apps, third-party tools. So people like you and I can go and say, I want to request a tool. So you'll go here and say request a tool, and you'll fill out this form, and you can add the tool there. And what will happen on our end is we get to review it and process it through. Right now, there's 10 questions that we process to really help determine, is this app safe? Is this a healthy app? If it is, boom, we can deliver it and let people use it. Okay, let's see. Most of the system settings, quick ones that you need would just be right here. If you need more, there's a couple things you can do. You can pull down the drawer, and then you can like do things here. You can click the settings in the top right corner, or you can go back and you can just click open system settings, and then it will open it. One thing you can do, which I need to do, is you can, let's say you've had Android in the past, or you store your contacts or things on Google, you can say add my Google account. That doesn't mean you can't check your email on there. You can't do many things, but what you can do with Google account is get your contacts on here and then your calendar added. So look at the color, and then I'll hold these two buttons again for the fun little shortcut that we set up, and then it's grayscale. I love that. So I want to show you a couple more things. You can look at the help docs or the what's new. If you're wanting to figure out just the newest updates that have happened software-wise or things that impact the Wisephone 2, you can click the what's new and start to see what's new. And on Wednesday, I pushed version 2.2.2, added a page and fixed some bugs. And so if you click to discover available tools, what's cool is you can see this list of here's the available tools on the Wisephone 2. And you can see it in a less distracting manner. I know the managed Play Store it could be distracting to some. So we have this option if you want to just find apps, and then you can go, see which one you want to download. And it opened. Nice, that was cool. So I clicked Chase and it opened it. Wonderful. Let's try Arlo. Wonderful. Okay, and then we can go look at, let's say you need help with setting up, questions that you have. If you have questions, you can just scroll here, and then there's FAQ, and you can just look at it, see the questions, and see if any of this answers it. If it doesn't, you can go message support, and yeah, we've tried to do as much as we can on providing good FAQs for the community. One fun thing, let's go back to putting our caps on about the home screen experience. If you click like customize font style, it can change it to a, what is the font is called sans serif. It's a type of the font where it's just more blocky, if that makes sense. So I can go to settings and say use the vintage style, which is the one that we know and love, at least the one I know and love. If you want to speed up going to an app, so if I want to speed up going to Waze, I can type in Waze. And someone might be like, speed could be a distraction. Think about if you're going to your toolbox and you're needing to use a tool to get a job done in your house. You want to find your tool faster. It's better that you can just find your tool so that you can get to work. That's why that feature exists. That's why the bottom bar is a search bar. In the past, I was testing out AI responses here, and it was a fun beta, fun demo to have some of the folks on it. And I'm very intrigued of what you guys who are listening think about the potential of a very safe AI. It's not a chat, it's just you ask a question and it'll put a response, but it's not like you can consistently have multiple additional questions to the same context. It was just one question, one answer, and it was providing safe but real-time data from like the internet. So you could say, hey, what was the what was the results of the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight? And it would tell you very concisely. So I really enjoyed that, but right now that's not available. And this is the Wisephone. So it's a very simple device helping you to get things done that you need to get done that a traditional dumb phone may not allow you to do that. And but you get it's the hybrid. It's the in between of a smartphone and then the dumb phone. The smartphone has everything that you want and then a lot of things extra that you might not want or know or plan for side effects that would happen, such as like the anxieties that social media can bring. Um, let's see if there's anything else I should share. I think that's mainly it. If you want to go look it up, you can go to wisephone.com. I'll just put that in the link. But this is the Wisephone 2. I'm happy and thankful to be part of this, be part of the journey creating it. And yeah, thank you for the good reception that we've gotten so far, and for the people who, there's a long pre-order time. So for the people that stuck it and held on for the pre-orders to ship, there's about, I think there's like 1,400 of you who have Wisephones now out in the wild, or should have them soon. So there's a lot of you who are using it. Just want to say thank you. It's been a joy to get to work with the team. It's a really good crew, and I am over product, so software. And if you have ideas, questions, comments, feature requests, put it in the comments. Would love to hear from you. Thank you.